one more hurdle to cross. Just one more hurdle. Why not stick to your game plan that has actually worked for you from your quarterfinals, round 16, quarterfinals, semi-finals? It has worked for you. So why do you want to change at the 11th hour? Nigeria probably boasts the best defense in this particular tournament. Yes. We've conceded the least goal, if I'm not mistaken, in this tournament. You understand? So, like you rightly stated, defense wins you tournament, and the aim is to win the tournament. So if the aim is to win the tournament, let's stick to the plans.
Alright guys, the Super Eagles have done it again. We are in the final of another Nations Cup, and for me, that is the destination, that's the goal. The Super Eagles against South Africa, to me today, tomorrow, next tomorrow, and twice on public holiday, it is a no-brainer, and we taught them another footballing lesson. Remember, the last time South Africa were in the semi-final was way back 2000. Some kids were not even born at that point in time. If you were born then, it should be 24 years and above. And guys, it was never a question to call. But before then, my name is Farouk Adetola. They call me the Sports Bamba, and you're welcome to this episode of Best of the Best Sports Show anywhere on planet Earth. I've got the guys in the studio with me right about now, and together for the next 15 minutes or thereabout, we'll be celebrating, organizing, and also planning to go to Cote d'Ivoire and watch that final. Guys, who's going? Let's start from there. Who's going to Cote d'Ivoire?
Of course, we're already there.
Are you going?
Yes.
Will you be going?
You booked your flight?
Not yet.
But the way these guys are talking shows that you guys don't want to go.
Not yet.
No, your voice is just too low.
No, of course I will be there. What does it take to book
there.
a flight? Of course I will be there.
That's the spirit, guys. IBK.
You'll be there.
Of course.
Nice.
We are in the final now. Your expectation, where it is, or do you think there's still one job to be done?
Obviously, there's one job to be done. Why would you be in the final to lose it? I think some coaches will tell you that they would rather crash out, in group stages or probably semi-finals than go on to a final and lose it. And it's so painful when you have done a lot of hard work, and you are seeing the trophy, and in the end you don't have a hold on it. So that's why your concentration level must be very high. You must understand the importance of who you are playing and the competition you are playing. The AFCON to the Super Eagles of Nigeria is something that is so important to us. And why is it important? Because it's not something we've won a lot. So you remember that any set of players that wins it, they are always remembered for life.
Absolutely.
I remember I spoke with Brown in there.
Sunday Uba, even though it's nowhere.
Even Sunday Uba, if you see them tomorrow, what will pick in your head is the fact that 2013 AFCON.
Yeah.
These boys, they have the histories in their hands. Whatever they want to make of it, they have to make use of it. Do you want to remember as guys who conquered Africa, or do you want to remember as the best loser? So it depends on whatever they want to do. We have Osimhen with monster mentality, someone who has been at the world stage in age-based competition, and he understands the importance of what it means to win it. We have Ahmed Musa, who understands what it means to win the AFCON. We have, a whole lot of players who have given their all. Trust me, the final is a no-brainer. It's a win or a win for the Super Eagles of Nigeria.
Let me come to you, Izu. The question is very simple. Can Nigeria win the AFCON? But with a bit of, expansion to it. We have been there before. In fact, in the history of this tournament, the team that have lost the final the most is Nigeria.
Yeah.
And the team that have lost the semi-final the most is still Nigeria. And it boils down to the fact that mentality has to be there from start to finish. It has been there from the beginning. And this is the final hurdle. Can Nigeria win the tournament? And also, what do we have to do to win this AFCON? Because to me, Pasero said something first when he came to Nigeria. I will always remember that. He said, I'm here to win that fourth title for Nigeria. You can go and Google and check it again. And it's looking as if he's going to achieve that objective.
The only way for them to achieve it is to play like they've been playing from the get-go. We said it here that we didn't exactly have the best of starts to the competition, and that's very normal. We have come to agree as a team that it's nice when, teams start to grow in confidence, start to build and look like, okay, look, we may not have had the best starts, but it's how you finish that matters at the end of the day. You get what I'm saying? So play exactly the way we've been playing, you know, defend well, get very good transitional plays, you know, take opportunities when we see them. And sorry, if we do that, I mean, there's no reason why we should not clinch the title. There's no side that we've played in this tournament, you know, that have looked better than us in any way. We've dominated all the games that we've played in. We've controlled the game. We've made them play the football to the way we dictate how we want the game to go in all the games that we've played so far. So we shouldn't fall short of any of those factors in the final. You're in the final already. Keep that level of focus, that level of determination, the sheer force that got you there. IBK mentioned Osimhen and his monster mentality. You get, there's Calvin Bassey who's looking like he has something to fight for. Iwobi, Frank Onyeka, Ademina Lokman. They get starting to understand what it means, you know, to wear the
green white game.
The green white game of Nigeria, you know, go out there and play for that badge, you know, and win for the badge. Over 200 million Nigerians are counting on them to, you know, win this competition. And it looked like so far they've been able to handle that pressure well. One more step. I know that sometimes when you're just about to clinch, it might be where, you know, you start to feel that exhaustion more than when you start the journey, pressure and all of that. But I think we have the players who can, you know, just make that final push and bring it home. I see no reason why you should not lift the trophy.
Roy, coming into this tournament, we were making so much noise about our offense, our attack. We have the best in Africa. We've got Osimhen, Boniface, here and there. But like the best saying in football, attack mini games. Defense always win you tournaments.
Yeah.
It has looked that way. And it's just one more game. It's just like a playoff. You win, you celebrate. You lose, you snooze, and you're done with. Do you think we should still stay true to the offense? I mean, to the defense. That was not our main thing coming to the tournament. Because a lot of people were complaining, goalkeeping, defenders. But now we have turned around from being that focal point, that arrow point. Now we have a base to sit on and we strike when our opponents come at us. Do you think we should still go that way or change this and go all the way and go blazing? So because we can. We actually can.
Yes, we actually can, but you've done something that works for you or that worked for you, you understand, for the past 4 or 5 matches. Why do you want to change? If something is working for you and bringing you positive results, why do you want to change? What if you change and it backfires? What happens? You understand? This system has actually worked for them. Their defensive pairing or structure has actually won them games. So why do you want to go all blazing? What if you go all blazing and you are counter-attacked? What happens? You may lose it. You may lose that final. So this is just one more hurdle to cross. Just one more hurdle. Why not stick to your game plan that has actually worked for you from your quarterfinals, round 16, quarterfinals, semi-finals? It has worked for you. So why do you want to change at the 11th hour? Nigeria probably boasts the best defense in this particular tournament. Yeah. We've conceded the least goal, if I'm not mistaken, in this tournament. Or you understand? So, like you rightly stated, defense wins you tournament, and the aim is to win the tournament. So if the aim is to win the tournament, let's stick to the plans.
I come to you. 2004, Portugal hosted the Nations Cup. Greece, nobody ranked them. They have a certain way of playing under their coach Otto Rehagel. Okay, he says everybody goes, and when he does like this, they are defending for their life. Likes of Sakarogis, Christias, Zanakopoulos, Giannakopoulos, all these guys, Paulos guys. They started like a house on fire against the host nation, and it also ended the aspiration of Portugal winning their first tournament then. And I see a similar trait in this Nigerian team because it's one for all for one. What exactly will you be telling the boys if you have opportunity of speaking to one or two? Because I know you will. You can speak to Musa, Onyeka, and the guys like that. If you are going to speak to them and saying that from the guys from the BOFBSPORTS are sending the message to you or the fans, because by sending the message, what will you be telling the boys to do and to bring home that 4th title?
Well, it's easy. There's a reason you are in the finals, and there's a reason something has worked for you. Just stick to it. Go and ask any coach in the world. Once you start overthinking what brought you to the finals, it becomes a problem. I remember when Pochettino experienced same, for Spurs. I've seen coaches,
Man City, Pep Guardiola,
Pep affected
Chelsea
Pep
against
as well.
2021.
So in the end, what brought you to that final? Stick to it. It's like a religion. You don't something that has been winning games for you. Go with it. And all you just have to do is to psych the players. Let them know the importance of that final, because that's why Ahmed Musa is in that team. I always say it. All he needs to do is to show them his medal.
And the good balance.
2013 medal. Let them see it. Play the video for them. Let them see how Nigerians celebrated them. Do you know what it means for you to fly down back to your country and everyone is expecting you to come?
Welcome.
Do you know what it means for you to have MON at the back of your name? Go and ask Ahmed Musa. They've given them titles, a national titles that you
streets were named after Ahmed Musa in the north.
So in the end, these are moments that doesn't come twice.
Absolutely.
You get, so that's why they need to understand that this is a one-shot target, and you must hit the target. If you don't hit the target, you miss it, bro. Missing a final, it will hurt you
more
for a long time.
You
might probably be somewhere and you remember that we lost that final. You can go and ask this guy that raised his hand against Cameroon in 2020 year 2000 final in Ghana. What's his name? Ipeba.
Yeah.
You get Victor Ipeba. Go and ask him. You know, losing final is so painful.
No,
it's so painful.
Adding to what you're saying, I totally agree with you. You understand? It is better to even exit the competition in the group stage than losing the final.
But if you don't get to the final, you don't have a chance of winning.
I didn't get that.
If you don't get to the final, you don't have a chance of winning.
That is the more reason why you have to.
That's why that you
have to die.
Just one can
that's
win.
The word.
Just one can win.
So that's
but let me just also play the story of saying being consistent. I remember quite well. Spain 2010 World Cup.
Yeah.
One thing a lot of people don't know about Spain is that they are not after blowing apart, winning 5-0, 4-0, 6-0. The only thing they want to do in a game that will not lose you a game is control.
Domination.
Once you have control of the game, nobody will hurt you. Honestly,
yes.
They did that over 90 minutes against every team. They will score one and they continue to hold on to the ball.
Yeah.
And I think that is what we have done in this tournament. We will score and make sure that I don't know how focused we have been defensively. And to be honest, we were talking about this before we came into the studio, that we have been seeing the same thing in defense, overlooping. You beat this one, next person you see is another defender. When you beat that defender again, the one you have beaten before comes to you again. But it's just a fine line now between success and almost. Who is the key guy? I'm asking the three of you guys now. You take it one after the other. Who is the key guy now in this final? Is it because in 1994, Amunike didn't kick a ball up until the final. Westerhoff, I don't know what he was thinking. What was drinking? Started a guy that has not played at all in the final and he scored 2 goals that won us that tournament in Tunisia. I don't know. Has Blair played before? Has he been on the bench all through? Is it Ayanacho? Could it be other guys, Paul Nachu? What exactly, or who is that guy that we can lean towards as a nation in that final? IBK.
I think I don't think you can pick one person. IBK was saying something earlier on. He said if he's to pick the best player in the
all of
tournament,
them join together,
including
the bench.
And I exactly, including the bench.
Yeah.
And I subscribe to that school of thought because these guys have been a team. They've played like a unit. For you to control a game, it's not just one person.
Yeah.
There's so many moving parts, that come together to make that kind of dominance and control happen. So it all comes down to everybody doing their job. We say something when we talk about possession football that the movement on the ball and the runs off the ball are very important. Everything has to complement each other. If one part of the team is not doing so well, it will affect the other part.
Definitely.
You get, so it has to be. We play like a well-oiled machine. Everything is moving the way it's supposed to move, and it has to be that way for us to win the final. I don't think it's down to one person. If Osimhen goes to score and there's a problem with say our back end and we concede, Osimhen has to score again. That way we've lost the dominance that we've been boasting of since the beginning of the competition. So everybody needs to do what they've been doing so well, go all the way, and then clinch the title.
I agree with you. There has to be that one guy.
Well, let me start with this first. I think it's going to be very difficult to play a team that you can't pinpoint the star man of the team. But as it is, I think Ademola Lookman looks like someone who has come into the party.
I think it's going to be Osimhen's time.
In the absence of Osimhen. And this is the only reason. I remember when Osimhen was talking, I think after the group stage, and he made mention of the fact that he was asked why he's not been firing on all cylinders and the rest. and he said, I don't really care. The team is winning. That's the most important thing. So when you have that kind of mentality, you already know that I'm sacrificing this thing for what it is. As much as we want to win, I'm sure Lukman's head will be thinking, I can get his eyes to scorer. I'm sure the players will have jokingly told him.
They will be pushing him.
They will have jokingly. I'm very, very sure. And that can only happen maybe when we are 2 goals up. You know, you'll now start looking for that man. So in the end, I think Lukman looks like the star man. He looks like the person who has been making a difference for us. So we can't take anything away from him. So if our opponent can stop Lukman, does it affect the whole team? No. That's the thing. If our opponent can stop Osimhen, does it affect the whole team? No.
Yeah.
So I think you trying to pinpoint one person out of the whole unit, I think it's quite unfair. And it's quite impossible. Not even unfair is even it's quite impossible. Very, very impossible.
Because of what we have seen so far.
Because of what we have seen so far.
Absolutely.
Is it from defense? Someone was asking me a question that who do I think is more important between Ola and Calvin Bassey?
Very hard.
I think they've complemented each other so well.
Yeah, true.
The same thing with Zaidu, Sanusi, and the rest. So it's a unit. You don't pick. Pochettino made that mistake in the finals against Liverpool. Kane has not been playing almost how many months? You threw him into the game, and that was it. So in the end, it's better for you not to have a star man because your opposition, you are giving them a tactics to use. But if you don't have a star man, if you guys come as a unit, go and check Greece in 2004. There was no star man. Everyone was battling for it. So in the end, it's an headache for the opposition. I'm so happy that Osimhen is not even in the picture this time around. Everyone are coming together to get a particular result. And trust me, it's going to be Nigeria.
He has said it all. You understand? There is this team, when you look at the way the team is set up, that is, you cannot really say this has been our star man. You understand? Yeah, Ademola may have gotten the goals, but it has been a collective effort for him to score. You understand? Victor has made the runs. He has created the goals, if you like. You understand? The front three, Victor, Moses, and Simon and Lukman, it has actually worked. I remember our first game when we tried Chukwueze. We came back here and I said it specifically that Chukwueze is not, with all due respect to what he brings to the table, but he has not come to the party. You understand? And the moment Moses took that position, he sealed it. So there's this synergy. He tracks back, he comes forward. The same thing with Lukman. He comes back and he moves forward. The same thing with Victor. Victor can actually play a lone striker. You understand? He's energetic, he's strong, both in his area battle, land, whatever, however you want it, he gives it to you back to back. You understand? So for me, I cannot pick a particular person as a star person. You understand? If you look at it holistically, I might personally want to tilt towards Onyeka. Reason being that, I mean, that guy they call him the tank, and truly he's a tank. Like, he's got this energy, excess energy. You understand? And he exhibits it in the midfield. Like, you will see everything that he brings to the table. In the midfield, he gives his life and all of that. So they've all come to the party as far as I'm concerned, with the exception of Zaidu that needs to step up his game. But for me, he's good to go.
All right, guys, IBK. Right, and I promised you that we're going to do one thing together. And because I want the Spy Goose to see this. It leads to choir as well in church. I can confirm that as well. So IBK, why you laugh now? Ginger me now. You sing better.
Okay.
So we need to just do a small song for the Spy Goose just to send them forth to that final. I don't know how to sing. I cannot sing.
So what song is that?
Now you go. You're the director now. Oh yeah, now let's go. Any Spy Goose song.
I don't know any Spy. I don't play for them before. I didn't know
So, but for me,
why you go worry or something like that. I've forgotten the old.
I think it's why you so worried.
Yes.
Guys, they fall my hands. Spy Goose are waiting for this.
You know the song?
Walele, where you do? Walele. My brother, tell me where you do. Walele.
Who sang that? That song.
Super Eagles, I sing that song.
That song don't tell. That song don't tell.
I'm very sure. I'm very certain that the boys will bring this title home. They need our support. Yes, they are doing the job out there on the field of play, but together as a nation, we also need to support them all. So if you are watching this, please throw away bans. This is the only thing that unites us all as a nation.
Exactly.
You forget that Roy, na Igbo boy from my side. I'll forget that this guy, an Hausa man from my side. Because we are fighting for the same cause.
In our nation.
Dollar rates to unite us too sure, but
Well, that's just the size of the package. This lovely. The guys, we are going to call it now. It's just one game for us to call.
Predictions, right?
Prediction. I'm not saying that Nigeria will win.
Yeah.
Now,
Meanwhile, give me my flowers. I got.
That-
Yeah, of course. I got the semi-finals correct. Quarterfinal. Was it quarterfinal?
But okay, now don't go. We are talking about the final. I'm talking about the quarterfinal.
Oh, okay.
But
But
sit
just
down
give me
there.
flowers.
IBK.
Flower
We
don't
are
break.
calling accurate answer. And anybody that gets it, it's a challenge.
Okay.
We will donate 10,000 to the winner. Should we do that? If I get the correct prediction, you guys will donate 10,000 to me, and I'll take you guys out.
Okay.
Should we do that?
Yeah.
So let's start from Izu.
I think 2-1 in favor of Nigeria.
2-1 Nigeria. Roy,
1-0.
you cannot predict to save your life. 1-0.
1-0.
If there's one person I can
1-0 in favor of Nigeria.
one person I can believe that can call it right is IBK. Check your magical,
IBK Sports for
I think one thing is certain: Nigeria will not concede. I think the creative aspect will show more, will be more visible. I think it's going to win 2-0.
Well, I'm going to call it, and you can take this to the bank. Bank on it, and you smile on your greens. Nigeria will win that final by 3 goals to 1. 3 goals to 1. Guys, the only thing that unites us is that we all said Nigeria are going to win. So whether it's 1-0, whether it's 2-0, whether it's 2-1 or 3-1, the task is that we are winning. And guys, it's been a very interesting journey. But trust me, we'll be back to give you the last episode of the AFCON, because whatever starts needs to also end. Hopefully, we'll end well by celebrating here in the studio with that cup. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do. How you get out? Disappointed me. Get
How
that
do you
voice.
disappoint you?
Get that voice.
No, I don't go project film before.
On that note, guys, you know what to do all the time for you to get interesting content, titillating content. Just follow us on our YouTube page. It's right there on your screen. On our Twitter page, right on your screen. Instagram, right there on your screen. And trust me, we have lots of questions to ask you that you can win from. So on that note, comment and tell us who is going to win, and also score like perhaps might also share part of the Lagis that we are training around in the studio. Until another time, we'll be back again, and enjoy the rest of your day.